What's up? It's AK Babyface. Subscribe to Supporting Icons for the latest boxing news.
So, the king of the Wildettes and supreme leader of Excuse City, Deontay Wilder, has opened his mouth and some silliness is falling out yet again. Now, on this one, for those of you who are busy, obviously we're now December, people got lots of things to do. So in a nutshell, before I do read out his full statement, for those of you who want to hear it, Wilder is saying that Tyson Fury, he's a coward for not fulfilling his obligation, and whoever he fights next, which is looking to be at any point from early January up to early February, he's going to be coming with a purpose. Okay. Now, for him to say that Tyson Fury is a coward for not fulfilling his obligation, well, Tyson Fury gave him plenty of time to get the fight on, and Team Wilder kept knocking back the dates. All right. And how can Tyson Fury be a coward when he's fought him twice, outboxed him the first time, which happened to be 2 years ago today, before they screwed him to a draw, and then comprehensively spanked him in the rematch, made him look silly. Okay, how can he be the coward? For me, I think that Wilder is either doing all this because he's an absolute plum, or he's saying all this kind of thing because he wants enough stupid people in the world to believe him, so they watch his next fight, whoever it's going to be, and I have no reason to believe it'll be anything other than what he would normally do, fight an absolute bum. Now, Deontay Wilder's statement on all of this. Just know that whoever I come back in the ring against is going to be with a purpose. I've been training since September. Things haven't stopped for me. We've been going and going. I might take a week off or so, but then we'll get back at it. Training hasn't stopped for me. You can see me back in the ring from sometime of the first week of January to the latest, the early part of February. We're looking through opponents now. We're not going to sit around and wait on some coward who has an obligation to fulfill but ran away from it. We got to get back in the ring. I've got a lot of fans looking forward to seeing me step back in the ring. So that's what we're going to do. We're looking now and staying in training. Deontay Wilder's statement. So, as I said, for me, I think that this is just damage control. He doesn't really want the fight with Tyson Fury. His team may want it because obviously it's a good money, but I don't think he really wants it, and he's using the whole thing to get enough stupid people, and unfortunately there are enough stupid people in the world who will believe the amount of excuses that he's come out with. And then they'll say, yeah, it was Tyson Fury that ducked him and blah, 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 which is absolutely ridiculous. So they'll watch him take on an absolute bum, and that'll be his excuse. Well, I did try and fight Tyson Fury, but this is why I'm fighting this guy. Who's this guy going to be? I don't know. Maybe a Charles Martin, a rematch with Dominic Brazil, a rematch with Chris Arreola, a third fight with Luis Ortiz. Who knows what it's going to be? Who really knows? Maybe a Frank Sanchez. I don't know. But to call Tyson Fury a coward is ridiculous. How can he be a coward? He's the one who came to your country twice. You never came to his country and fought him. In fact, Wilder has never defended that WBC belt outside of America. Weird, isn't it? But apparently Tyson Fury is a coward. Well, it's pretty obvious who the coward is when, with all the excuses, we know who the real coward is. I've never seen in boxing, and I'm sure none of you have either, never ever seen so many excuses come from one human being as to why they lost a fight. To come out with one is bad enough. David Haye is pulling out his toe is one thing. But to come out with a whole shopping list of excuses, that shows what kind of character he is, and those who support it, for me, they're either brain dead or they just wish all these things to be true. And not one of them is, let's be honest, not one of them is true. But Wilder can say anything. He can say that, whatever it may be, his left butt cheek fell out in the fight, and that would be a legitimate excuse as far as his toxic fan base are concerned. But the thing is, it's madness. He should have kept all of that to himself. Or at least come out in the early part, because now it's way too late to even show anything now, but he should have come out way before and proven all the stupidity that it is that he's talking about. Proving it. Is it a case of, is it just damage control? Does he really believe it? Is it hype for a third fight? Who knows? Time will tell. But either way, he's going to be fighting real soon. I mean, for me, his pay-per-view days are gone. They're well and truly gone. If he's not fighting a Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, or a Dillian Whyte, his pay-per-view days are gone, unless maybe an Andy Ruiz Jr. fight. That might be pay-per-view, but again, that will be down to Andy Ruiz Jr. and his fan base. He's He's got a massive fan base, of course, that are from Mexico and, of course, in the United States of America as well. Wilder, he couldn't sell enough tickets to fill out a bingo hall. He doesn't have enough fans because people just don't like him. It is what it is. And again, with all these excuses, it's not hard to see why. Anyway, that's Wilder's statement that Fury is a coward and he didn't honour his obligation, even though Fury did give him plenty of time and it was Team Wilder that kept knocking the dates back. But he's going to be fighting in any time from early January up to early February. Against whom? Just check his resume and you'll see the kind of opponent that he's going to end up fighting. Anyway, my thoughts, you drop me yours. Click a thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all in the next video.